Famous musical prodigy humiliates poor young man, but years later the guy surprises him. Moving story. Once upon a time, in a small town, there was a young man named Luke. He was humble, full of dreams, and passionate about music. Luke grew up in a poor family, but that never stopped him from dreaming. He spent hours practicing with his old guitar, an instrument he inherited from his grandfather. Music was his way of escaping the harsh reality of his daily life. At school, Luke was known for his musical talent. His classmates admired him, but there was a group of students who always made fun of him. Among them was Ryan, a musical prodigy who had already won the town's heart with his spectacular performances. Ryan came from a wealthy family and had all the resources at his disposal. He looked down on Luke, considering him just a dreamer who would never achieve success. One spring afternoon, the school organized a talent show. Luke decided to participate, knowing that the competition would be tough. He practiced incessantly, putting all his heart and soul into his performance. On the day of the contest, the school was packed. Everyone was eager to see Ryan, who was the favorite to win. Luke stepped onto the stage, nervous but determined. He began to play and sing, and for a moment, it seemed like the world stopped to listen. His voice was pure, filled with emotion. When he finished, the audience gave a standing ovation, but Ryan was not impressed. He approached Luke backstage and, with a sarcastic smile, said, "Do you really think you have a chance, kid? You'll never be anything more than a poor dreamer. Leave music to those who have real talent and resources." Those words hurt Luke deeply, but he didn't let the discouragement consume him. He knew his journey would be long and difficult, but he was determined to prove Ryan wrong. That night, returning home, Luke promised himself that he would continue to fight for his dreams, no matter what. Years passed, and Luke did not give up on his dream. He worked hard to save money and invest in his musical career. He got a job at a small music store, where he spent his days selling instruments and his nights practicing. It was there that he met Mary, a talented young woman passionate about music who became his friend and confidant. Mary believed in Luke's potential and always encouraged him to keep going. Meanwhile, Ryan continued to shine on stage. He had become a local star and was on his way to achieving national success. His career was managed by a major record label, and he lived surrounded by luxury and glamour. However, behind all the facade of success, Ryan faced his own insecurities and pressures. One day, Mary brought exciting news to Luke. There would be a big music festival in town, with several renowned producers in attendance. It was the perfect opportunity for Luke to showcase his talent. He was excited, but also nervous. He knew Ryan would be there, and the memory of his cruel words still haunted him. On the night of the festival, Luke was backstage, preparing for his performance. His heart raced, and he battled anxiety. Mary was by his side, holding his hand and giving him strength. When it was his turn to take the stage, Luke took a deep breath and gave it his all. His performance was magical. The audience was silent, absorbing every note and every word. When he finished, the applause echoed through the venue and Luke felt a wave of emotion. Backstage, he was approached by one of the producers present, who expressed interest in working with him. Luke could hardly believe what was happening. As he talked with the producer, Ryan appeared. He watched the scene from afar, his eyes filled with surprise and perhaps a touch of regret. For the first time, he saw in Luke a true rival, someone who had overcome all odds to shine in the world of music. With the producer's support, Luke began recording his songs in a professional studio. Mary was by his side every step of the way, helping him compose and refine his skills. The hard work started to pay off, and soon Luke's songs were playing on local radio stations and gaining popularity on social media. As Luke grew as an artist, Ryan faced a crisis in his career. His latest releases weren't as successful as expected, and the pressure from the record label was mounting. He started to question his choices and remember the words he had said to Luke years ago. Insecurity and doubt began to erode his confidence. Luke, on the other hand, was living a dream. His songs were winning hearts, and he was invited to appear on a national television show. It was then that he knew his life was about to change forever. On the show, Luke performed his music with a passion that touched the hearts of millions of viewers. After the performance, Luke was interviewed and shared his story of struggle and perseverance. He spoke about his humble childhood, his love for music, and how he never gave up on his dreams, even when facing adversity. His words inspired many people, and he quickly became a symbol of hope and determination. Ryan, watching the show from his home, was deeply moved by Luke's words. He began to reflect on his own journey and the decisions he had made. For the first time, he felt genuinely sorry for underestimating Luke and for letting his own ego dictate his actions. Months later, Luke was invited to a big music event where he would be one of the main attractions. He was excited, but also nervous, knowing that Ryan would be there. The event was a success, with incredible performances and a celebratory atmosphere. Backstage, Luke and Ryan finally met again. The air was thick with tension, but also with a sense of inevitability. Luke, now more mature and confident, looked at Ryan and extended his hand. "Ryan, I hold no grudge against you. In fact, your words gave me the strength to keep fighting. I hope we can leave the past behind and move forward." Ryan was surprised by Luke's attitude. He shook Luke's hand and with a sincere smile replied, "Luke, I was a fool in the past. You've proven to be a great artist and an amazing person. I hope we can work together someday." That moment marked the beginning of a new phase in both their lives. They decided to leave the past behind and focus on the future. Luke continued to grow as an artist, while Ryan began to rediscover his passion for music, free from the pressures and expectations that once suffocated him. Luke and Ryan started collaborating on new musical projects. They realized that together, they could create something truly special. The combination of their skills and experiences brought a new dimension to the music they created. Mary also joined them, bringing her own perspective and talent. The three formed an inseparable trio, and their music began to achieve national and international success. Their tours sold out, and fans loved the energy and authenticity they brought to the stage. The friendship between Luke and Ryan flourished, and they became more than music partners. They were soul brothers. During an interview, Luke was asked about his relationship with Ryan and how they managed to overcome the past. He smiled and replied, "Life is full of challenges and obstacles, but I believe we can all change and grow. Ryan and I learned from our mistakes and chose to move forward together. Music united us, and that's the true beauty of it." Ryan, beside him, nodded in agreement and added, "Luke taught me the value of humility and forgiveness. I learned that we all have our struggles, and it's important to support each other rather than tear each other down." Luke's journey culminated in a grand show at the stadium in the city where it all began. It was a special event not only because of the location but also for the message it represented. The stadium was filled with fans and friends, all eager to celebrate success and overcoming adversity. On stage, Luke, Ryan, and Mary gave one of the best performances of their lives. Each song told a part of their journey, from the days of struggle to the moments of glory. The energy in the stadium was electric, and the audience cheered at every chord. At the end of the show, Luke took the microphone and looked at the crowd. He took a deep breath, feeling the emotion wash over him. "Tonight we celebrate not just music but the journey of each one of us. We all face challenges. We all have our battles, but we must never give up on our dreams. Thank you for believing in us, for being with us every step of the way. This is our victory." The stadium erupted in applause and cheers of joy. Luke felt tears of gratitude run down his face. He looked at Ryan and Mary, who were equally emotional. They hugged on stage, celebrating the victory that was theirs. After the show, Luke, Ryan, and Mary decided to create a foundation to help talented young people from humble families pursue their musical dreams. The foundation provided instruments, music lessons, and opportunities for these young people to showcase their talent to the world. The foundation quickly gained notoriety, and many young people benefited from it. Luke felt a deep satisfaction seeing the positive impact they were having. He knew how important it was to have someone believe in you and wanted to be that person for others. Ryan also found a new purpose in the foundation. He started teaching and mentoring young musicians, sharing his experiences and lessons. Mary, with her contagious energy, organized events and concerts to raise funds and promote new talent. One night after a foundation event, Luke and Ryan were sitting on a bench in the park gazing at the stars. "You know, Ryan, I never imagined our journey would bring us here," said Luke thoughtfully. "Me neither, Luke. But I'm glad we found our way. Music brought us together, and now we're helping others find their own paths." "That's true. I believe everything happens for a reason. If it weren't for those tough days, maybe we wouldn't be here today." "I agree. And that's why we should never underestimate the power of dreams and perseverance." They sat in silence for a moment, appreciating the beauty of the night and the serenity of the park. They felt at peace knowing their lives had a greater purpose. Years passed and the foundation of Luke, Ryan, and Mary continued to grow. Many young talents went through it, some even becoming famous and returning to thank the foundation for everything it had done for them. Luke watched each of these young people with pride, remembering his own journey. He knew that despite the difficulties, great things could be achieved with determination and support. The foundation became a symbol of hope for many, inspiring young people to never give up on their dreams. During a graduation ceremony at the foundation, Luke was invited to give a speech. He looked at the young people in front of him and felt a wave of emotion. "All of you have incredible talent and a bright future ahead. Always remember to believe in yourselves even when times are tough. Never let anyone tell you that you can't achieve your dreams. Music has the power to change lives, and you are living proof of that." The audience gave a standing ovation, and Luke felt a deep satisfaction. He knew he was fulfilling his mission to inspire and support the new generation of musicians. Luke, Ryan, and Mary's work began to be recognized internationally. They received several awards and honors for their contributions to music and education. They were invited to participate in conferences and television programs, where they shared their stories and encouraged others to pursue their dreams. Luke, now an established artist, continued to compose and perform. His music touched the hearts of millions of people around the world. He knew that his success was not just the result of his talent, but also of his perseverance and the people who believed in him along the way. One day during an interview, Luke was asked what made him most proud of his career. He smiled and replied, "What makes me most proud is knowing that our journey has inspired others to believe in themselves and pursue their dreams." Music has the power to unite people and transform lives. And that's what we strive to do every day. To celebrate the Foundation's 10th anniversary, Luke, Ryan, and Mary organized a large benefit event. It was a magical night, full of music, joy, and emotion. Many of the young people who had gone through the Foundation were present, and some even performed on stage, showing how much they had grown as artists. Luke, Ryan, and Mary watched with pride and tears in their eyes. They knew they had created something truly special together. At the end of the night, they went on stage to thank everyone for their support and to celebrate the Foundation's success. "Tonight is a testament to the power of dreams and perseverance," said Luke. "Together we can make a difference and help others achieve their dreams. Thank you all for believing in us and being part of this incredible journey." The audience gave a standing ovation, and Luke, Ryan, and Mary hugged, feeling deep gratitude for everything they had achieved. They knew this was just the beginning of a new phase, full of new opportunities and challenges, and they were ready to face them together, with the same passion and determination that had guided them so far. And so the story of Luke, Ryan, and Mary became a legend, inspiring future generations to never give up on their dreams and to believe in the power of music and friendship.